Hello, darling. I'm Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and you're watching The Horror Show.
Hey everyone, I'm Cecil Laird.
I'm Fuego here.
And this is your Horror Show News
with booze
once again. And of course, this week is 4th of July week as we film this on 4th of July itself. So of course we had to sport the Horror Show version of the red, white, and blue.
White and blood.
Exactly. So we are going to go ahead and discuss this week's top horror news stories, at least in our estimation, as we do every single Friday, right here on the Horror Show channel. So Fuego, what have we got first?
Well, once again, it's a thin week, being a holiday week. There was some grasping at straws, as we would like to say here. But the first and foremost thing is a bit of news that we both got excited about until we heard the nature of the news and who was developing it.
So let's deliver this in the style of us receiving the news, okay? So you deliver the first part of it, and I'll deliver the second part of it, okay?
Guess what, guys? They're making Deep Blue Sea 2!
Yeah, baby! Except that sci-fi is behind it.
Hearing the crickets chirping?
I'm going to definitely drop in either crickets or booze.
I need to drink to that one. That's horrible news. Oh my god.
Oh man, I was so excited. I saw the thumbnail of the very familiar Mako turning to face Carter, as it were.
Guy, right? Who's like reaching in, he's about to get it. Like
no, not that part. It was the one underwater where he's about to face Thomas Jane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was super excited, and then I opened up the story. I was like, yeah, baby, yeah, I know we're gonna cover this, and then it was like, it's like a director that's like done very small things, and I'm like, oh no, and then they're like, and it's being a sci-fi project. I was like, oh no.
They do the Sharknadoes, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Deep Blue Sea is one of the best shark movies, maybe my favorite shark movie, even over Jaws, for the sheer fact that better technology, so many more kills, and the graphic nature, hell of a cast. I mean, that LL Cool J rap song.
Deepest bluest, my head is like a shark's fin.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's one of the best shark movies, if not the best shark movie ever made, up there with Jaws, neck and neck. And when I heard this news, my guitar player was actually telling me, I hadn't been on Twitter yet that day, he's like, did you hear this news? And I'm like, you gotta be lying. And I was hoping he was lying because I was worried some chumps like this would be working on it. And sure enough, that's the case. So
you said chumps like this and then like threw your thumb at me.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like the Sci-Fi Channel. Damn it. So yeah, I must admit I'm extremely disappointed. We'll still watch it because we love shark movies.
Absolutely.
But this is obviously reactionary to 47 Meters Down making so much money. The Shallow's making so much money. Show me the money. Yeah, that's what these people are thinking. They don't care about quality. They just want.
And the upcoming Open Water 3, which is almost guaranteed to do well just from the name brand and the storyline alone.
Awesome.
Yeah, the trailer looks great. I mean, we did a trailer reaction to it when it was just Cage Dive, and then we did a trailer reaction for it now that it's been rebranded as Open Water 3. And it looks more engaging than 47 Meters Down did, at least.
Agreed. I was disappointed with 47 Meters Down, but it's made a ton of money on a little $7 million budget. So this is reactionary filmmaking. God, I wish it could have been better news. But
well, you know, it's another feather in the shark cap, at least. Hopefully it'll be a good one instead of a black feather. I don't know.
Yeah, Sci-Fi's having crazy blood and F-bombs and stuff on their shows now, so who the hell knows? But yeah, we'll see.
Well, the next story, you guys, is one of another bit of disappointment, actually.
Had you heard about this already?
I hadn't, actually. No. When did this break? Must have been today or yesterday.
A couple days ago, yeah.
Okay. So as we record this, apparently news has just broken that original creator Scott Cawthorne has canceled Five Nights at Freddy's 6.
Yeah.
Now, this is not the movie, which is supposedly still in production, but this is the next iteration of the game. We did get Five Nights at Freddy's 1 through 4, and then followed up by Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, which was the 5th entry. Now, apparently, Five Nights at Freddy's 6 is canceled. Not postponed, but canceled.
Canceled, man, yeah. And he was saying just the reason was he was feeling the pressure of trying to up himself over and over. It's like you have to make the next entry better. And he was like, the development so far, I didn't feel like it was up to par or better. And so for that reason, he's like, he also said he's taking a break from the series. So they're shelving this one.
Sometimes you need to just refuel.
Exactly. Yeah. But I guess that's the plan, and hopefully put those energies into making sure the guidance towards the film is really awesome, because it's a property that when we had the Chiron guys over just this past week, they were like, yeah, my kid knows all about Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know crap about this property. And so kids like it, adults like it, gamers like it. It's really one of those, I guess, cross cross-appealing kind of things.
Multi-generational.
Totally. And I think the film, if done properly, could make a hell of a lot of money.
Oh my god,
just like
the
the
film would
series
be
did.
so amazing. Those animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese and Pistol Pete's Pizza
Pistol Pete's.
and freaking Showbiz Pizza if you're from the East Coast. I mean, all of those things have always been creepy and scary to all of us.
Yeah.
So I don't see how this wouldn't do well cross-generationally. I mean, they've had those things in pizza joints since the 70s. So that means that people in their 40s and 50s will still because even people in their 50s and even their early 60s were in their teens when they first experienced that shit.
Exactly.
So it's going to be
scarred for life.
Yeah, it's going to be freaking like, how has no one done that before? And it's perfect. It's a perfect representation of how to do that right. I hope that the production hasn't stalled out because we haven't heard anything for so long. But as celebrity Zach Galligan says, when projects go quiet, that means that they're chugging along.
They're actually doing something with it. Hopefully.
So hopefully that's the case, exactly.
Yes, indeed. So the next one is another project we've heard a lot about for a long time, and it finally has an official release date. Leatherface, which is a prequel in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. Now,
very Hannibal or Hannibal Rising-ish.
Exactly. Yeah. So the story of this prequel centers around 4 escaped inmates from an asylum, one of which is going to be our main character, and then another one of which is actually going to grow up to be the aforementioned Leatherface. And there's been delay after delay, and so on and so forth. Stephen Dorff is in it. He plays some vengeful, just crazy sheriff who's like on their trail. But it's finally coming out, guys. It is going to see a limited release on DirecTV on September 21st, and then it is going to get a very small theatrical on the same day as the VOD, which is going to be in October 20th. So we have, along with Chucky and Saw, I mean, a lot of big properties are returning in October, which is awesome, I must say. That's something I will drink to.
We gotta be one of the first people to review Chucky. We gotta be. Like, I'm
Chucky
so
looks
on
good.
board for that.
Check out our Red Band trailer review.
Yeah, that's how much timing matters.
Yeah.
We put up our first trailer reaction, and it's at 15. No, it's over 15 now.
Oh, jeez.
15,000 views since I think Tuesday or whatever, so a week. And then we put up our Red Band trailer reaction after Sunday.
Almost a week later.
Yeah, almost a week later, and it's at like 300 or something.
Although I saw that one was at like 50 likes and no dislikes, and the fact that people were just really engaged with how deep you dove into the.
Yeah, I like doing the breakdowns
that might be the
more.
kid from Seed and so on. His name I can't remember, but
Glenn
yeah.
slash duh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, because he was weird and like
he was
ambisexual.
I don't know how ambisexual works in this case. I think.
Yeah. Devoid of gender. It can go both ways. But yeah, Leatherface is one that I hope is awesome. Who the hell knows with a project that's been floundering around for so long, but it's officially happening. October, it's full.
I love a return to any of those big, series, mostly. So mostly, I knew it was coming. All right, so next up, and that is all about a little bit of video game action, which is that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare DLC has been announced, including a 50s zombies?
Yeah, so it's going to be 50 zombie themed, but the big bit of news is the fact that Cassandra Peterson, aka Elvira herself,
is going to be playable?
She is not going to be playable, but she's going to be almost like the narrator and the coach throughout this DLC, and it's called Attack of the Radioactive Thing, and so she's going to be in character, kind of coaching you throughout. She did all of the vocals and stuff herself, vocal work herself, and so it's going to be cool having her plunged into the same sort of 50s stuff that she hosted and kind of poked fun at just the slightest bit. And so, yeah, people are all excited about this. She's been on the channel before, has she not?
She has, and now that I think about it, I think I'm going to start dropping those at the beginning of some of our bigger episodes that we're going to be releasing. All of our station IDs, because we have Bill Mosley too, and he didn't really get a proper episode. So, that's for, I think I'm going to start doing that.
There you go, brainstorming live in front of you guys.
So that's it's cool. I've not been into Call of Duty for a while because it's just the same thing. I'll actually get into the World War II now that they're getting back to the World War II. I think that'll be fun. But this, I didn't even play Infinite Warfare
Yeah.
because I couldn't get into the future one that was right before it.
Okay.
I'll get around to it. Once it's available at the House of the Used, I can rent it for $1.
There
Then
you go.
I'll rent it and play it on the channel one night or something like that.
So were they the first ones to do the zombie thing with the first-person shooter thing? With
Yeah,
the kind
they-
of, sort of.
The
I mean,
DLC, yeah,
at
they
least
started
the-
doing
the
zombies,
upgrade
and then it was
expansion,
so big. It did so well in the first game that
They
it
had
came
an
out in.
iteration for like every
Every
new one,
single
right?
one. Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
that's what I
yep,
thought,
yep.
so. Okay, well,
Yep,
cool.
yep, yep.
There
I
you
sounded
go,
like
gamers.
Pumbaa from Lion King. Yep,
So
yep,
yeah,
yep.
maybe you'll see that on the Twitch channel at some point soon, guys. So check out the Twitch channel, by the way. A little pause
Yeah,
for that.
twitch.tv/The Horror Show channel. You guys, we are becoming a very active gaming channel, mostly because Marcia, Andrew, and I really love playing video games, and Marcia and I specifically love playing horror games, and since we're now adults and doing so much work-wise, the only way we can justify playing games is if we're doing it for the show.
Working.
So yeah, you might see me start playing Dishonored 2, which isn't technically a horror game, but you know, I have the game and I want to play it, and so you guys might see that. You might see.
Is there killing involved?
Oh, there's lots of killing.
Well, that's horrific a little bit, right? Come
yeah,
on.
yeah, and I can get some cool powers that are a little bit horror slanted, so we'll see.
Cool.
Actually, yeah, you're right. I could definitely pull that off now, but anyway, so we'll get around to that. But what's next, Fuego?
Yeah, next is one of those little filler bits of news where I was like, man, there was nothing this week. But it's kind of significant for the sheer fact that we still have 2 more retro reviews coming in the next month or 2 of the Alien franchise and its expanded universe. We still have Alien vs. Predator Requiem, you're going to see us do with Marcia, along with a Prometheus review. Covenant, on the other hand, was a film that I was very disappointed with, and while it wasn't without its merits here and there, it was too by the books. Watch both of our reviews about that. But it is dated for an August 15th release with over 20 minutes of deleted footage. I'm assuming
Really?
Yeah, over 20 minutes, which
We
I'm
might
not
need
sure
to
if
do
they're
an
going to
Alien
factor
Covenant
that.
re-review.
Maybe. I don't know if they're going to factor it back into the cut, or there's tons of other stuff. There's going to be the prologues. There's going to be
Oh,
you know,
yeah. Well, that's like
may
10 minutes
factor in.
alone
I know,
right
which,
there.
they didn't specify if that's factoring in or not, but so yeah, over 20 minutes of deleted footage. There's also going to be an exclusive steelbook release at Target with like a
fuck
36,
the steelbooks.
yeah, or whatever.
These steelbooks can suck my dick.
There you go.
Fuck the
Open wide.
steelbooks. That's literally just a
Right in their
different
mouth.
case for the same old DVD packaging. Fuck you.
Target's big on this though. They're going to have a 36-page accompanying booklet of sketches, notes,
Well, see,
all
when
kinds
they
of
do
stuff
that
like
stuff, that's okay. That's cool. When they're
If it's
giving
just-
you bonus
just cool
content.
packaging,
But if it's
nothing else.
just literally a steel casing, fuck you.
Yeah, amen.
Who gives a shit? What am I going to carry that around in my coat in case I get shot? I need to stop a bullet or something?
You're like, my favorite film saved my life
Yeah,
because I always carry it in my coat pocket.
Thank God I got the Minions steelbook. Fuck you. Anyway.
Oh, Minions. So yeah, with Covenant, there's not much to talk about. Watch our reviews, like I said, and August 15th is when you can get your hot little hands on that. But the final story is one that I know that you will be stoked to talk about because it's the 10-year anniversary of one of your favorite slashers.
Hatchet, baby!
Ah!
Adam Green's Hatchet, which is, if you guys didn't know, I mean, who was it that we interviewed that talked about it? Tom Savini talked about, I think, Hatchet, or no, who talked about it, where we actually showed a little bit of the kill in one of our episodes, and people were like, "Oh, what movie is that?"
It was the
Yeah, but what was
one?
that from? What episode was
God.
that? Now I don't remember what episode we showed it in. But
Oh, it was the Kane Hodder special documentary about
Oh,
him
that's
and
right.
his life and everything.
Yeah. So the Kane Hodder documentary trailer reaction that we did. In that, one of the clips is you see this brutal kill from
So
Hatchet,
brutal,
where
too.
he opens up an old woman's mouth like all the way backwards and can openers her face. And it's
think a
so
bit,
amazing, and a lot of people are like, "What movie is that from?" And we're like, "Hatchet, baby, Hatchet."
Yeah.
And Hatchet has 3 entries in it, and soon an ongoing, continuing comic book, which I got issue 0 of, thanks to Dirk, who has been giving me the heads up a lot of some horror comics. He bought his, and I ran to the store and bought mine. But yeah, they're going to be doing a continuation in comic book form of the Hatchet series, which we have reported on
Yes,
in
indeed we
past
did.
news episodes.
Yeah.
But it's an excellent, excellent series. Shut up.
Absalom. Hey, Rob.
And it's about a bad guy named Victor Crowley, who haunts the swamps of Louisiana.
Awesome name. I've always liked
Screaming
this
out
name.
for his father, his long-lost father, who actually is the one that planted the hatchet in his face. So he's got a hatchet wound right in the middle of his face.
Yeah.
But he basically, if you hear these words, when you're in the Louisiana swamp.
Watch out!
Then fucking run. And I said these words, and it's really just one word. So.
No.
Fuck you, I caught you before you can type your comment, you shitty little troll.
Staying ahead of me.
Sorry.
Only seen the...
Boy, this is angry liquor today.
I've only seen the first entry in this series, but dude, I loved it. It had the little kid from the Cosby Show, little Rudy's friend, all grown up. The
I was
kid
like,
was in there, yeah.
What did he jump in a time warp?
No, he's all grown up, and then they had the weird.
All grows up.
All grows up, and he's all grows up. They had that porn cast, and they were like trying to film along the way. The girl from Buffy was showing her tatas.
Harmony from Buffy and Angel, yeah. And then also the main dude is someone that we've seen in a number of different movies. One of them being Spiral, which I've never actually seen.
No, I can't say I have either.
But he plays this dude that kidnaps a girl, and he's completely psychopathic, and he keeps her in his like home basement or something. But he's a really, really good actor, actually. So yeah, I really dug the hell out of Hatchet, and he actually reprised his role in Hatchet 3.
That's awesome.
I think it was Hatchet 2 or 3.
3 was the one that had Galligan in it, I want to say.
Yeah, 3 was the one with Galligan. Yep. 3 had. That's the other fun thing about Hatchet, if you didn't know. Like, there's so many big horror icons in it that face off against each other, but not as the icons. So you have Derek Mears facing off against Hatchet at one point, Victor Crowley.
He replaced Kane Hodder.
Exactly. So Derek Mears replaced Kane Hodder as Jason in the Friday the 13th series. I think 9. Was 9 Kane Hodder too? Was Jason Goes to Hell Kane Hodder?
That's a good call. I want to say that
I want to say he was too, but I don't know for sure, because he wasn't 6, and I think he did 4, so he would have had to do 7, 8, 9, and...
I think he only did a
Jason
few,
X too. He did Jason X too.
Did he do Jason X?
Okay. I thought he did, yeah.
I know Mears did the remake. I know that.
Yeah, Mears did the remake. Yeah. So anyway, Mears faces off against the new Jason and remake Jason faced off against old Jason in name in the movie. And there's a lot of that actually happens.
Lots of nods.
So it's really a fun series to watch if you haven't watched Hatchet. Check it out. And I'm going to be hot all over this 10-year anniversary edition that apparently has some extra footage as well.
Yeah, so it's going to have some unseen footage. It is initially premiering at the UK Fright Fest on August 26th, but then afterwards, Adam Green said in a lengthy statement that he's like, I'm doing so many projects between the comic book and my new film that's untitled that he's keeping hush-hush, and he has that TV show and just all this different stuff. He's like, we are going to take it around the country on a tour, and it's going to be hitting different select, like, art house theaters, probably like the Roadhouse Cinemas and the Alamos and, film bars and stuff like that. And he's going to show this new cut of the film with unseen footage, which is pretty exciting.
I'm super pumped. Adam Green is a guy I really want to have a conversation with at some point. And I have the Blu-rays of the first 2 seasons of his sitcom.
I saw like an episode or 2 of it. It was okay.
No, it wasn't. No,
I'm being nice here.
Yeah, no. I watched the first 2 episodes of it, and it's really, really hard to watch.
He kind of plays
Holliston.
Yeah, he plays himself, right?
He plays himself.
Kind of.
But they're trying to do a sitcom, but a horror sitcom. So. The dude that died from Guar, Odorous, he's in it as like the imaginary friend of Adam.
Doesn't like Dee Snider from
Dee Snider is in it as well. He shows up all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and they like hold for laughs, and they do laugh tracks, and it's really, really rough. And I don't know if it got better as it went along, but I have tremendous respect for the guy for trying it. I love that he tried something new. It just didn't work for me the first couple episodes. I do still own the Blu-ray, so I still support it, and maybe I'll get back around to it. Maybe that's something we can review for the channel.
Yeah, I'd be down. I'll love him forever for Frozen.
Absolutely, Frozen is so fucking
so
incredible.
Good. So
and
unique.
Absolutely, I want to do an episode where it's the top 3 most emotional scenes from a horror movie, and I want us each to come up with one, and definitely Frozen's gonna be on mine.
You've mentioned it countless times, and it needs to be there. It's like
I just want to show everyone. It is soul crushing, heart wrenching, and if you love animals, it is just it's the best acting. Okay. I've bawled only 3 times while watching movies. This was one of them.
Damn.
This was absolutely one of them. Green Mile was another one. And the third, I can't remember exact. I think it was recent. I think it was the one we saw with the Liam Neeson tree.
Oh, I definitely wept during that.
Oh my god.
Monster Calls?
No, bawled. Not wept, bawled.
Yeah.
The tears kept coming during a Monster Calls.
I'm a big sissy. I've cried a lot during
Oh,
movies.
man. Well, that means they're doing their job. Fuck it. Real men know how to cry, right?
Yeah! Back us up here!
So, anyway, guys, that's going to do it for our news stories for this week. Let us know in the comments down below which ones you're most excited by. We only got about halfway through our views, but...
Yeah, I'll drink a little here.
it is what it
Friday
is. So
it is the
it
4th
is
of
Friday
July.
the 4th of July.
America!
Right? No, it's actually Tuesday. But anyway, let us know in the comments down below which of these you guys are excited about. Have you seen Hatchet? Do you like Hatchet? Do you like only Hatchet 1 and not the sequels? Do you like only Hatchet 1 and 2 and not the third? Do you like all three of them and not the none? Let us know in the comments down below. But
do you think Deep Blue Sea 2 could actually be okay?
yeah, please. We'd love to get into that debate. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, you guys. I've been Cecil Laird.
Gracias, Jaime and Fuego.
Until next time, remember, stay scared and God bless America, because it's 4th of July.
Everyone. America! Fuck yeah!